Welcome to the estate. I'm here today to provide you with an instructional video of the basic rules of the game. If you are unfamiliar with what online reality gaming is, make sure to go check out our other video first to get a better understanding and a brief overview of what this kind of gaming experience is all about. So, let's begin. The game is essentially broken down into rounds. Each round approximately lasts about 3 to 4 days. At the end of each round, 1 to 2 house guests will be evicted from the game. This process continues until the predetermined number of finalists are left standing. Then, the finalists will plead their case to the jury as to why they deserve their vote in becoming the next master of the estate. Let's start from the beginning of a round though, so you can get a better understanding of how it all works. At the start of the round, the house guests take part in a competition known as the emissary. Everyone is allowed to compete in the emissary competition except the previous round's emissary winner, but in this example we will pretend it is the very first emissary and no one is excluded from participating. Well, it looks like the results are in, and Daniel has won the emissary competition, which means he's granted safety for the round and some extra power in the nomination process. The emissary and the rest of the house guests will all be required to submit 2 votes in secrecy. They will cast 1 vote to nominate and another vote to save a house guest other than themselves. This is also referred to as the plus and minus system. To just reiterate, during the nomination process, every house guest will submit a plus vote for the person they hope to get nominated and a minus vote towards another player they like to try and protect or save from being nominated. These votes will never be revealed to the other house guest, and at the start of the game, there will be a minimum of 4 nominees each round, but this will change to 3 nominees later on in the game. Now, this is where the emissary's extra power comes into play. The emissary's plus and minus votes are slightly more powerful in the sense that their votes will automatically nominate one player and automatically save another player. Any votes casted towards Ella and Scott in this example would be voided, leaving the remaining house guests in danger of being one of the 4 nominees with Ella. Let's take a look at their vote totals. As you can see, the 4 nominees would be Ella, who is the emissary's auto nomination, then Eric, Mike, and Randy, since they have the next 3 highest vote totals out of the remaining house guests. However, the amount of nominees can vary from week to week and exceed more than 4 nominees due to a tie or multiple ties that take place. For example, let's say Adam here received 1 more plus vote, making his vote total 1. He would then have tied with Eric and Randy with a total of 1 and would be a nominee as well for this round. In this scenario, there would be more than 4 nominees, making it a total of 5. Just to clarify, during the nomination process, regardless of your vote being positive, negative, or even at 0, you may still end up as a nominee for the round. The nominees are solely based on the emissary's auto nomination and then the next 3 house guests with the highest integers. After the nomination process, the collateral competition takes place. This is a chance for the house guests to save themselves or someone else who has been nominated for eviction. Everyone can compete in the competition every round, including the emissary and the nominees. Competition is optional, however, because if a house guest chooses to compete and wins the competition, they will be forced to save one of the nominees from that round with the power of collateral. The power of collateral will then be used in the collateral save ceremony. For example, let's say Stephanie is the collateral winner. She would then be forced to publicly save one of the nominees from the eviction with the power of collateral. In this case, we will have Stephanie use the power of collateral to save Randy. There will be no replacement nominee, leaving Ella, Eric, and Mike as the final nominees for the eviction. At the eviction, the house guests saved for that round, including the nominees Ella, Eric, and Mike, will all cast a vote to evict one of the final nominees. The house guest who receives the most votes will be evicted from the game. In some cases, there will be a tie. If there is a tie, the emissary will have to publicly break the tie between whichever nominees, and ultimately, send one of them out of the state house.